Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Today, I want to talk about the future of urban mobility and how we can cut congestion and pollution by using private cars for public good, and how all of this can be done by using cutting-edge technology as well as existing infrastructure. It's easy to demonize the car. There are more than 1 billion cars in the world today. But cars themselves aren't really the problem. It's the individual use of cars that is the real problem. Individual car use comes at tremendous public cost. In LA and Sydney, people waste 2 whole working weeks stuck in traffic every year. That's less time with family. That's less time at work, and a whole lot of stress that no one needs. What's more, congestion increases pollution. Today, 22% of all CO2 emissions come from transportation. The good news is that there's an alternative to a world that looks like a parking lot and moves like a traffic jam. It's a world where more people share rides and take public transport. An OECD study estimated that if every car on the road was shared, we'd need only 3% of the cars we have today. The benefits would be substantial. Congestion and pollution would decline, and the cost of operating the transport system would go down as well. The question is, how do we get there? Well, we get there by providing affordable, reliable, and safe alternatives to individual car ownership. We need to make sharing a car a lot easier and more convenient for people to change their behavior. That's where Uber can help. To be honest, when our founders started Uber, they weren't thinking about any of this. They were just excited about the idea that you could push a button on your smartphone and get a car in minutes. It was only once ride-sharing really took off that we began to understand the enormous benefits for the cities and people who live in them. Today, Uber is the largest mobility platform in the world. We serve over 10,000 cities across 6 continents. We have more than 100 million active users every month. So far, more than 15 billion rides were completed on our platform. Uber has proven that ride-sharing services can reliably serve every corner of a city, including the parts that other means of transportation do not reach. This is, for example, Paris. And here you can see Uber trips in underprivileged areas marked with green. With Uber, there is no destination discrimination. No matter where you are and who you are, you can always get a ride. What's more, services like Uber complement public transport. In London, for example, nearly 40% of all Uber rides ends or begins within 200 meters of a tube or train station. By complementing existing transport systems, we're able to extend their reach at no extra cost to taxpayers. The synergies we're seeing between ride-sharing and public transport are purely organic. That's why we've built partnerships with dozens of cities and their public transportation operators around the world, from Toronto, Canada, to Nice, France. We're integrating buses, trams, and the metro with our platform. In an increasing number of cities, you can see real-time transit information and buy tickets directly in the Uber app. To make a multimodality a reality, we're also integrating other mobility options, such as Lime scooters and Jump electric bikes. Our ambition is simple. We want to become Amazon for transportation. As the biggest mobility platform in the world, it's our responsibility to help speed up the global transition to clean energy. That's why we announced a major sustainability pledge last year. Our global goal is to become a zero emission platform by 2040, with an earlier target of 2030 for major US, Canadian, and European cities. To achieve that, we will expand our fully electric service called Uber Green to more than 65 cities by the end of this year. We also committed $800 million to help our drivers make the shift to electric vehicles. Moreover, we'll continue integrating other public transport and micromobility services with our platform. At Uber, we believe that the future of mobility is not only shared and electric, but also automated. Developing self-driving technology is one of the biggest technical challenges of our time. If successful, these vehicles have the potential to make our roads safer and transportation much more affordable for everyone. Ultimately, we want to bring self-driving vehicles to the Uber network around the world. Today, we are focused on the development and testing of safe self-driving technology, starting with 5 cities in the US and Canada. A better future is within our grasp. It's one where people share rides and take public transport simply because it's better than owning a car. It's where people have equal access to affordable transportation and where they spend a lot less time stuck behind the wheel. This future is closer than you think. Thank you very much.